Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. Today, we are going to be talking about the world's most expensive guitar pick, and I am going to show you, first and foremost, what this particular pick goes for regularly. So, like your typical 12-pack. So it is a Dunlop Tortex 60 millimeter. Let's see if we can actually find it. That's 3 dozen. We're looking for one. We're looking for a pack of a dozen. They typically come in a dozen. Here we go. Let's go to Amazon. While this loads up. There we go. So you can get a dozen for $5.99, free shipping, on Amazon. So there you go. That's the price of these guitar picks. Not this one though. This one's presence was graced and signed by the legend himself, Kurt Cobain, and it sold for $14,000. That is over 1,000. I believe that's over 100 times more. 1,000, probably maybe even 1,000 times more. I'm bad at math, so who knows? Let's calculate it on my calculator on my phone real quick. So 549 times 1,000. Yeah, over 1,000 times. I can say over 1,000 times more expensive than a 12-pack of these things. So the world's most expensive guitar pick, a Kurt Cobain signed plectrum thought to have tracked the Nevermind demos, has sold at auction for over $14,000. So actually, it was more than $14,000. Well, I'm hoping the actual price is in this article. Pick features Cobain's doodle take on the Dunlop Tortex logo. I knew this piece was special when I saw it, said buyer Sean Erschek. I mean, I could write Kurt Cobain and do that little doodle on a guitar pick and throw it on eBay. I don't think it'll go for 14 grand though. He wore off the logo completely on both sides of it. And Kurt was known for playing the Dunlop Tortex 60 millimeters. A guitar pick that had previously belonged to Kurt Cobain sold at an auction last month for a final price of $14,678. The sale concluded on June 10th, and the price fetched by the orange Dunlop Tortex pick represents, as far as we can verify, the highest ever paid for a guitar pick. So what makes it worth the money? Well, the pick had a few unique features. Firstly, it's signed by Kurt Cobain using his joke Kurt Cobain, misspelling similar to Kurt's signature found on the Cobain used Boss DS1 that sold at auction last year. It's also been heavily worn in the place of the original Tortex tortoise logo. Features a recreated tortoise doodle drawn by Cobain. More importantly, though, it's the context within which the Nirvana man used it. The pick was acquired on Friday, April 6, 1990. This marked the end of the week that Nirvana spent demoing Nevermind material at Butch Vig's Smart Studios, including the version of Polly that would make the final album. That's very likely saw use on those sessions. The auction was won by Sean Erschek, a longtime Nirvana fan who describes himself as an eclectic collector and product of the 1990s alternative and grunge rock scene. I knew this piece was special when I saw it come up at auction. He tells the world, guitars and other equipment used by Kurt have gone for exorbitant prices. That is very true. You know, when you have a great musician that dies so young, a lot of people want his stuff, and if you have the money for it, you can get it. Me, no, I don't have 14 grand to spend on a guitar pick. I knew this piece was special when I saw it come up at auction. Erschek tells Guitar World, guitars and other equipment used by Kurt Cobain have gone for exorbitant prices. I often try to get my hands on guitar picks during live concerts, but there's usually no way to authenticate them because they are so generic. How can anyone prove that a particular pick was used by a musician? Exactly. So, musicians, I've been to plenty of shows where, the guitarist or the bassist or whoever, even sometimes the lead singer, they just whip picks at you at the end of the concert. a little memento. If you're close to the front row, you can grab one. And I have one or two. Um, One was played by, I believe it was like Nick Jonas from the Jonas Brothers when they were still doing that back in the early 2000s. I got dragged to a concert. I think my sister probably has that guitar pick. And then another one was, I believe, Blink 182, I want to say. A friend of mine got it, and he just kind of went along for the ride essentially. He was like, "Here you go." And I might have lost that one. I'll be honest with you. I have a very large collection of guitar picks, and I don't remember which one it was. So who knows? I'll have to try to get my hands on guitar picks during live concerts. Yep, already said that. So this pick, however, was signed by Kurt on one side, and he drew on the other side. He comes through in this little doodle. So it's not the first Cobain pick to come to auction. Another orange Tortex pick used during Nirvana's 1991 John Peel session sold last year for $5,760. Ultimately the reason this went so high is because you think Nirvana, you think Nevermind, and this seems to have been on that Nevermind album. So there's your price. The time we were marked as a huge amount for a pick. 3 times the value of this latest seal comfortably eclipses that. However, in this case, the context, the personality, and the provenance, with multiple experts authenticating the signature, all persuade Urchek to say the chorus in the action. So how did it feel to win? Feels surreal to own this piece of music history. I haven't seen anything like this before, and it's truly one of a kind. Kurt was obviously an incredible singer, songwriter, and guitarist. It is beyond rare and special to have something played by his hand and subsequently signed. Urchek says he hasn't yet decided if or how it will be displayed, but for now there will be occasional excursions to show to his friends to share my love and passion of rock, and I look forward to sharing it with stories with others. Let's see. He also says Kurt Cobain is by some margin the most valuable celebrity name when it comes to record-breaking guitar gear auctions. The Nirvana Icon's Fender Mustang, used on the iconic Smells Like Teen Spirit video, sold for $4.5 million. I think I might have did a video about that. A few years prior, 2020, his Martin D18E sold for $6 million, making it the most expensive guitar. By the same token, the most expensive acoustic guitar ever sold. The aforementioned Boss DS1 pedal used by Cobain in a John Peel BBC radio session went for $75,000, making it very likely the most valuable guitar pedal ever sold. Meanwhile, a Cobain-owned stage smash Stratocaster fetched $600,000 earlier this year. I think I did a video on that as well. Likely the most expensive smash guitar ever sold. Now it seems most priciest pick can also be attributed to Cobain's legend. Just go easy on the pick slides, eh, Sean? Yeah, no, I wouldn't. You would. This is something you would never use for playing. Essentially, this is something where you display it. Piece of rock history. Let's see if we can see the original one. Oh yeah, there's the pick right there. It's not signed by him, but it's definitely worn down. You can see it right there. But, yeah, no, this is something that you would never play with. It's basically, this is a display piece only. I don't know about the doodle, because it's kind of hard to show both sides of it. I guess you could have something where it was, like, displayed in a glass case and then kind of rotates, so you can see both sides of it. Obviously, if you got the money to spend that kind of money on a guitar, you can definitely spend that kind of money, on a fancy case to protect it. But I do. Kurt Cobain, definitely very influential to me. When I started playing guitar, I didn't really know what to play. I think one of the first things I put in, probably YouTube at the time, was, easy songs to play on guitar. And Smells Like Teen Spirit came up. I think I was probably 13 or 14 or 15 at the time. Smells Like Teen Spirit came up. I listened to it. I really, really, really liked it, and then I have been a huge Nirvana fan ever since. So, I mean, there you have it. That was basically a big influence on me. One of the first songs I ever learned to play on the guitar, I think, was "Smells Like Teen Spirit" many years ago. Can I play it now? Who knows? Because I haven't played that song in forever, and I'm out of practice. But there you have it. So, Kurt Cobain guitar pick sells for $14,000. We'll see what I feel like making the title of this video. Most expensive guitar pick, Kurt Cobain's expensive guitar pick. Kurt Cobain guitar pick sells at auction. That might also be a title too, because I got to put his name in there. Try to get them clickbaity views. So there you go. There you have it. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe on your way out, and as always, have a good one.